It was a little difficult. I think I got a little sun today. Figure out how to do this. Oh, wow. I want to share this, and I can't remember how to do it. There we go. There it is. There we go. Hello, Susan. How are you this evening? I was debating on whether or not to come on here because I'm so tired. So I hope I can have a good stream tonight without falling asleep, right? I'm trying to get myself all woke up here. Anyways. Trying to get this sent to someone else. I can't remember. I went today with the children and Becky to what's it called? The river. And we were fishing, supposedly. I got there and there was no bait to be found. I know, and I don't understand it. This has been me. Okay, I'm back to my normal thing. Going to bed early, getting up early. Nine o'clock rolls around and I just want to go. I don't know. It's really weird. 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm wide awake. And it's been really nice. I've had the grandkids here, and we've got up and done devotions with each other in the mornings. I had Laura since Friday until yesterday, and I swapped Laura with Lance, and it's just been really, really super, super nice having kids with me. And I'm finding this stupid allergy. I'm allergic to cats and all the pollen and stuff that's in the air. I imagine you guys got a lot of pollen too, don't you? Hey, Christy, how's it going, honey? So it has been really crazy. Yes, she is growing up. Lance, come here. Okay. Wait till you see him, Susan. What are you watching?
Just watching a movie.
Huh?
Plankton the movie?
It's not SpongeBob? It is SpongeBob? You put it on something else. I don't want that in my house. Come here. I do not like that show. This is my buddy. Look how big he's gotten. Crazy, huh? Over here towards me. See that right there? That's the camera.
Hi.
Stop. All right, go back and watch your stuff, but do not watch that.
Okay.
I thought you knew me by now.
I know.
Why are you pulling behind my back here? Hello, Wilma. My girl's on here. Aunt Wilma says hi.
Hi.
He said hi. Let's see. Yes, she's definitely grown up. It's been one of those days. Oh no, what's going on, Christy? I have a lot of everything is trying to grow. Christy says hi. Cow, and so handsome. He is. And he is a sweetheart too. He's gonna have them girls all swarming all over him. So, we went to the river to go fishing, and Wilma knew I was going. She's feeling jealous. Well, you don't gotta feel jealous because we couldn't catch nothing. There was no bait to catch anything. So it was kind of funny. I went to Walmart and got some stuff for fishing because I didn't feel like I don't know where anything is right now. Everything's a disaster around here. I don't know if I think David's got my fishing tackle box. But anyways, so Lance had gotten tackle box and stuff from his Aunt Titi, which is my son's wife. They all got together and decided that, well, I think the kids got it for him, she said, but anyways, for his birthday. So we were going to use all that, but we're probably going to go freshwater fishing tomorrow. If I can get a hat or something, I got to do something because look at my forehead. I got burned. And I had stuff on. Oh, I know. No hope of finding a car yet? So I had some really silly things happen this week. I can't remember what day it was, but we were all out there playing with the babies and we were working on the quail cages and everything. And we left them and came on in the house and everything was fine and dandy. The next morning I woke up, came out to feed my babies, and every single meat bird was inside the cage with my little babies. And one of my babies is gone. One of my baby chicks is gone. So it was kind of crazy. And let's see what else has happened. Laura and I did some shopping, and we got some really good deals. I got they had some at Burlington, I think it was. They had 2 dresses for $9.95, I think, or something like that. So I ended up getting her 4 dresses. I found 2 of those hangers with 2 dresses on it. It was really kind of cool. And got me another coffee cup. It's in the dishwasher, or else I'd bring it over and show it to y'all. Maybe I'll show it to you Monday. And let's see, what else have I done? Just hanging out with Mama, and she went to Joe's club today. And so we got to go to the river and not have to worry about her, you know. We have to constantly turn. Let me tell you what happened, okay? I had walked outside, and I was doing something. Oh, I was helping Alora because I paid Alora $5 to clean out my truck. My truck's really, really needed it bad. She didn't do a very good job, but she did do okay. And maybe it's that time for me. Love you. Good night, everyone. All right. God bless you. Sweet dreams, Wilma. I'll talk to you in the morning. So she goes, I go out there to check on her. She comes back in the house for a few minutes while I'm dilly-dallying around there. And Laura comes back in outside. So we go all back inside. We're doing all of our thing, and Ruth Ann comes and gets my mom. Hey, Patty. So after she picks up my mom, we decided to go shopping. Thank goodness I have bank cards and credit cards and stuff like that, because I'd have been in trouble. I had gotten some stuff that I really needed. And I picked up my wallet, and I have this tube of medicine that I put on my hands. The tube, now I'm thinking my mother did this. Now we had, Laura thought maybe I might have done this when I left the flea market, but the day before. This was Monday, I think this happened. And so my mom, I don't even know what else she'd done in my purse, but she took my medicine and put it in the zipper part where I keep my money in my wallet. No money's in there. Well, I kind of freaked out. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? So I called my sister and I said, I don't know if Mom's got my money or what happened to my money, but Mom has been in my purse and she put my medicine in my wallet where I keep my money. My 2 and 2, I don't know. And I have to start checking her pockets because I was washing her clothes and my clothes at the same time. So I don't know if it's her or me. The money was in the washing machine. Praise God. I'd have been in trouble. Just really weird things going on when she's around sometimes. And I'm telling you, you don't have to turn your back 5 seconds and she's done something. It's funny. It's terrible, but it is funny. So yeah, that's been the little chaotic things going on. And let's see what else. So Alora didn't want to go home, and Becky was sick. She was only supposed to have her a couple of days, and then Becky was going to leave Lance for a couple of days. And So I talked Becky into leaving Lance until Friday, and then I'm going to meet all of them at Becky's, and we're all going to swim in Becky's pool. And that's I have a lot of fun. I hope. But I'm taking my mom with me, and I'm hoping and praying that if she gets in the pool, she doesn't get crazy, because she really is. She gets in the water, but she's never swam. She's like me. She doesn't swim. I don't even know if she can swim, to be honest with you. She doesn't like swimming. So I can remember her being never above her waist in the water, ever. So it ought to be interesting. I am glad I found it too. It scared me. Well, yeah, I am going to have to put my purse somewhere else. I always keep it on the back of the door so that I know where it's at, so I can grab it running out of the house. You know what I'm saying? If I ever have to run or do something, I don't have to go and look for my purse. But I'm not going to be able to do that anymore, I guess. I am too. I really miss spending time with them. It's a little scary. My mom was afraid of water, so never swam. Yeah, my mom's afraid of water too. And I'm not afraid of water, but I've almost drowned so many times that I'm really leery about swimming. I don't really like it. I like getting in the water, but I don't like trying to swim or anything like that. When I was a teenager, we used to love to ski and do all that kind of stuff, but I get leg cramps and I go down like, I have to wear a life jacket no matter what boat I'm in, where I'm at. When David and I take out the kayaks and stuff, I always take a life jacket. In fact, we were going to take the kayaks out today, but we didn't end up doing that. And I kind of wish we had of, because I think we would have had a little bit more fun. The kids, there was some jellyfish in the water, and I was really kind of worried about them getting a hold of one of them. I get nervous in water over my head. Yeah, me too. That's what I'm talking about. There is so many memories of them pulling me out, and I don't know how I ever survived. That's why I say there's so many things that could have taken my life over and over and over. And swimming is the biggest thing of all. And I would always push my limits. And I'm having trouble with my left arm. It is so painful. I don't know what's going on with it. So I really try not to swim unless I'm in a swimming pool and I can see what's in the water. Because anything that touches me, and I panic. I mean, I totally have a panic attack. In Florida, that would be really scary to go swimming. Can alligators be anywhere in Florida? Yes, ma'am. Even in swimming pools. You have to know that every year I hear about a alligator in somebody's swimming pool. And it's usually pools that are not screened. I don't know of any of them that have been screened in pools right offhand. I don't recall ever seeing one, unless maybe they left a door open or something like that. But it's quite funny. I miss what you said, Susan. I was a fish when I was younger and always loved it. Nearly drowned once, but it never slowed me down. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, I used to go, we used to go to the YMCA and jump off the high dive and low dive and all that kind of stuff. Have fond memories of it, but you don't know how many times they pulled me out. In fact, one of the counselors or uh, lifeguards or whatever took me aside and said, "Hey, listen, they're going to make you not come back here anymore if you keep on doing this. You've got to make sure that you're not getting too tired." Because I would get tired and have cramps in my legs. I've had cramps in my legs since I was a little bitty thing, and still have them to today. I need to get going. Have a great evening, everyone. Thanks for coming in, Patty. You answered it. That's why I removed it. Okay, sorry. So we and God forbid if we lived on a canal. I mean, there's like my aunt lived on a canal off of Banana River Drive. She was on the end and actually lived. Her house front was on Banana River Drive. Her address was, and the canal was behind her. And she literally had an alligator that climbed over the fence to get into her yard. And she said, "Oh, heck no." Not in those words, but she said, "No, you're getting me out of here. I'm not going to have some alligator come eat my son." Because my cousin was smaller then. You have leg cramps too, huh? Stupid player. I don't know why it's coming up. Yeah, I've always had trouble with swimming. But I don't know. I just think it's best if I'm in shallow water. I almost lost 2 of my children to drowning because we were at the beach and it was a very flat day, it seemed, and the tide was really far out, and so we were very far out, but we were only in. I mean, the water wasn't even to my knees, and I had Linda in one hand and Becky in my arms, and we were just playing around. I was letting Linda get wet and playing in the thing, and I don't remember whether David seen what happened or Brian seen what happened, but David and Brian were still up on the beach, quite a bit far away from us. Hey, Brenda, how's it going? That's all right. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, the wave went from that size to clean up over my head, and my children, I got long fingernails, had claw marks from me trying to hold on to them. And if it wasn't for David, I would have lost both the children. He was right down that beach in that water and grabbed them. I don't know how he knew where they were or anything. It just, to this day, I just thank God that he was watching over us. That would have been devastating. And, there's all kinds of fluke things here whenever you're at the beach. Things that I never knew about. A family lost, last year, I believe it was, lost a child while they were they were digging holes. And I literally let the kids dig holes all the time and bury each other. Well, his one of the kids, I believe the boy survived and the little girl was buried alive. I can't remember. One of the children, it was a boy and a girl, and one of the children was literally buried alive because the ground had a cavity, an air pocket cavity in it, like a cave, and they loosened up the sand enough and it caved in and it swallowed them in like a sinkhole. I was very cautious about my kids with the alligators in the lakes behind my sister's-in-law's house in Tampa. She critiqued me for it, but later apologized to me once she had children. I love spell check. I remember that. That was so sad. Yes, it was very sad. And um, it's very easy. Very easy. There was a family over here, and I'm sure you guys heard about it too, of a little boy was by the edge of the water, and an alligator came out and got him. Now, we were in the river, and I, as a child, never knew that they were in the river. I always thought of alligators being in like ditches and stuff like that, but I didn't know that they were in the river. And so we are very, very cautious when we are watching, and I don't know, it's just very scary. And and now I found out that the alligators are even in the ocean, which I never knew either. And I didn't learn that until, oh, I was already living here, I think. No, I heard about it, I think just before we moved here. There was a fella in, we were talking about, he was in the river in, I want to say near Grant or between Grant and Vero or somewhere like that. And the alligators got him. And that's when I learned that they even went into the beach. They go through the I think it's called culverts. The drainage pipes and stuff going to the beach. That's how they get there, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of crazy here with all this stuff. Even like we want to go freshwater fishing tomorrow sometime, and I have to be careful because they're really, really prominent in fresh water. They're all over the Everglades. They're all over. Um, I can't think of the marshy lands out there. What it's called? Oh well, they're all over the place. Right after I wouldn't let Katie near the water, a little 4-year-old was taken by a gator, same age as my girl, even looked like her. Oh wow, that would scare me to death. Yeah, it is. But I think about things like this because in different regions we all have our own little, you know, what do you call it? Little things that are dangerous in each region. You know, there's sharks and gators and snakes, coral snakes, and different, even rattlesnakes and stuff like that here. Um, but there are some places that the venomous snakes are much more prominent. You know, there's just weird stuff everywhere, and weird spiders and all kinds of strange bugs and stuff in different places, scorpions and stuff. I don't I don't think I've ever seen but one or two scorpions in my whole life here. When Katie was in college for marine biology, she would swim after sharks, but I would go near but wouldn't go near a gator. Yeah. There's a commercial. I want to say I can't remember if it's on because I watch very little TV anymore. It must be on YouTube that pops up every once in a while of this dude trying to sweet talk this gator, and he's getting this gator to do what he wants to and everything. And I'm thinking, buddy, that gator, his head is bigger than your whole top of your torso. I mean, one chomp and he'd be gone. I've already seen a water moccasin this year and was yelling for coyotes tonight. Oh, yep. And believe it or not, we have coyotes here too. We have watch out for coyotes and mountain lions, but we also have copperheads, brown recluse, and black widows. I have to say this. This is kind of funny. My sister got bit by brown recluse. So did my niece. My other sister's daughter got bit by brown recluse. And I want to say that one of David's nieces got bit by a brown recluse too. Well, she's my niece too, but it's on David's side of the family. And David's brother kept telling me, because he was in pest control, there's no brown recluses in Florida. And I said to him, are you really going to go there? Do you know how many people travel and that crap gets in your suitcases and travels all over the place with you? There's no way you can say they're not in Florida. My sister almost lost her leg from it. And so did my niece. I want to say my niece's was on her leg too. They like them legs. I don't remember which my other niece, where she got bit. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. I want to say her arm, but I really don't remember, and I don't want to say. Haven't seen any more mountain lions since that first fall, but I'm always watching. Yeah, and here we don't have mountain lions, but we have bobcats and coyotes and panthers. It's kind of weird. There's everything in Florida. Well, I saw bugs I had never seen before. Yeah. If you go out at night and hear birds chirping, then the lions are there. Oh, wow. We don't hear birds chirping around here at nighttime. Kind of funny. There was a weird frog that sounded like a bird at one time that was near my window, and it did this for a year or two, and I never could find it. But I thought it was a bird, and somebody said, no, that's a frog. And we have these weird frogs that literally have little suction cups on their feet. They're not meant to be here. And it hasn't happened in a while, thank God. They're little wet, slimy bodies. I would go out the back door, taking the dogs out or something, and them jump off of the light and onto me. Oh my word, talking about heart attack. They sound like birds chirping when they talk to each other. Oh wow, birds don't chirp at night. I didn't think so. I wasn't for sure. I thought you were saying the lions made the mountain lions made the birds chirp. You can tell I'm tired. I am so tired. Ugh. Them kids have worn me out this week, and literally, I'm back on my medicine, back on the B12 shots. I just could not function. And I said, I've got to do something because I can't function anymore. So I decided to go back on them. And she probably would have called and said, Mom, come get me the first night, because I just have no energy whatsoever before. So now I'm feeling a little bit better. I did take my shot this morning, so normally the day that I take the shot, that night I'm like wide awake. Hopefully I don't wake up before it's time to go to bed, because I'm going to go to bed after this live stream's over. But yeah, and it normally keeps me up the first night because it does something to me. If I took it at nighttime, though, I wouldn't be able to sleep at all. And at least I get a couple hours sleep once I take it. But I'm so wore out today I'm going over there. Let's see. I remember you telling me that, Brenda. So I looked up a video on YouTube. They do sound like birds. Oh, wow. I have to look that up. We had a huge owl in the middle of the night. It was making noise and scaring the crap out of me. It sounded just like a ghost. Oh, no. We had an owl that tried to get my little dog one night. Oh, no. So glad it didn't get it. I have some chickens that insist on roosting in a tree, and 2 a.m. one morning, an owl had one hen on the ground. I had to bop it on the head with my walking cane to make it leave. I could just see you, Christy. Oh, my word. That would be funny. Not funny that it had your chicken, but now, talking about chickens, I'm so frustrated with myself. I'm telling you, those chickens are not little anymore. I can harvest them. I could have harvested them last week, but I just have not had the time. It's been busy. Tomorrow, I'll have my mom And she's got physical therapy at 10 o'clock, so I can't even. Normally, she lays down for a little bit, and I could have done it in the morning, and then we could have gone to the to the freshwater fishing thing. But that's not going to happen in the morning. So I can't do them tomorrow. Then Friday, I'm going to Becky's, and then Saturday, y'all remember my friend Sherry that I told you she lost her son, the one that had the car accident, and I had done several videos with her and stuff like that at her house, picking blackberries and goldenrod and stuff like that at her house. Anyways, they're having his celebration of life Saturday, so I want to go to that. And then there's supposed to be something that I was supposed to go to for our church too on Saturday. My church here. But yeah, it's just busy, busy, busy. And then I got church on Sunday, and I'm like, okay, when am I going to have time? I'm going to have to do on Monday. It's just I just can't get out of it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get around it at all. But this is really weird. This is why I do not believe these are real Cornish cross. Number one, they didn't grow massive right away like they normally do. But even though they're much bigger now, hey, Teresa, even though they're much bigger now and I'm going to harvest them, they're still very active. They're not lazy. They're not, in fact, I even thought about maybe keeping the one that has the red in her, I believe it's a female, has the red in her feathers too, and just see what I get by, I have one male chicken out there that's white. I know that because it's got spurs. It has not crowed at all. Is that weird? And it may not crow because there's so many chickens out there with all the meat birds in there. That might be why it's not crowed yet. I don't know. We'll see whenever I get rid of the meat birds. But I'm hoping it does not crow, because I would like to have some more. I'd like to hatch out some more eggs. Because I don't know how many males I've got in this batch, that I only have 11 now. And I was going to tell you guys, after finding all of these meat birds in the cage, we realized I couldn't figure out how they got in there, because I only knew about the door that was on the top of it and that was closed and it's locked. And I'm like, okay, somebody had to put them in there. Who would have put all these meat birds in there? There's a little teeny door about this big, about that tall, on the side of that cage. They all had to have gotten in there like that. And somehow one of the chicks must have gotten out, because there was nothing missing in, no feathers or anything like that in the bottom, no blood, no nothing. You would have seen some evidence if those meat birds had eaten that. And they weren't hurting the birds the babies that were in there. So it's just kind of weird. That baby just disappeared. Unless Jace got that baby and let him, he could have done that while we were working on the quail cages, but I don't know. Anyways, so it's been kind of crazy. I've been playing Battleship with Lance and having fun doing that. And it's kind of funny. I haven't played it in many, many years. I was a kid the last time I played it. But it's so funny. The first game we played where somebody actually won, because we had started one game and it got tipped or something other, and we had to start a new one. But anyways, I don't know how it worked out this way, but both of us were hitting the mark, and both of us only had one peg left to put in the ship, and it just happened to be my turn. So I beat him. But he's done pretty good. He's done really good on that game. And he enjoys it. Anyways, well, it's time for prayer requests. Y'all know we still be praying for Wilma. And pray for my daughter Ashley to be able to find a good daycare quickly. I get Connor on Friday because he doesn't go to daycare anymore since her other child got put into a special needs, medically needed daycare. They kicked her other child out. So I don't know. Oh, that's okay. Thanks for coming in. If you have to take the call, it's okay. Let's see. So Ashley, I know I'm forgetting. I know I'm so tired. I'm forgetting a lot. And I think it's tomorrow that Nancy. I think it's tomorrow that Nancy's going to the doctor about her hand. So we need to pray hard for that. How are you doing, Brenda? Are you feeling better? And let's see, what else are we praying for? Pray for my daughter, Audrey. She has a mass in her uterus and something on her lungs. Plus, they are looking at taking her gallbladder out. Wow. You got it. Excuse me. Are they talking? Well, I imagine it's for. Didn't she just go to the doctor the other day? So they're probably going to send her for tons of tests too. I'm glad they took my gallbladder out because I was very, 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 very sick with gallstones, and some of the tests came out negative, so the doctors didn't understand that it was really something that needed to be come out. I'm still in a lot of pain, but slowly getting better. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that ain't good. And um, that's what my gallbladder did, make me throw up a lot. You got that right, Christy. Definitely Christy's car too. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I know that there's some things that I have forgotten right offhand because I'm tired and my brain doesn't always work right. But you know what my heart is, and you know the things that are needing to be done and people that need to be prayed for. So I pray, Lord, that you heal and treat those things. Lord, I want to lift up Wilma. You know how special she is to me. Please heal her completely. Continue to make her feel better, Lord. And just let me be a good witness to her, Lord. Lord, I want you to take care of Ashley's daycare issues. I'm loving the fact that I get to watch Connor, but she definitely needs somebody that um, can be full time for her. And I can't do that with mom. So you know what the need is. And Lord, I pray for Nancy and her tests coming up. I pray that her hand doesn't need surgery, that they can just fix it without surgery, Lord. And Lord, that's a lot of stuff going on with Audrey. I know it's possible for you to heal every single thing that is going on with her. And I just ask that in your precious name. And please, Lord, heal Brenda. Take away the pain that she's in. Make her be able to feel better. And take away the stress, too, of all this going on, because that makes it even worse, Lord. And Lord, you know Christy's without a car, and she's got a lot of needs. So I pray, Lord, that you fulfill her needs and help her along the way, Lord. Send the right person her way to be able to help her with what she needs done. In your precious name, amen. Let's see. They have done CAT scans with contrast and MRIs and an ultrasound. Yes, Lord, move in our lives and those we love, and we give you all the glory. Amen and amen. So it's been crazy week. Hopefully, I get some good rest tonight. I've been sleeping really good, believe it or not. But I don't know. I've been, like I said, going to bed early and getting up early. So 5 o'clock was really early this morning, and it was 5 o'clock whenever I went to the bathroom. I was up long before then, but little man woke up and he come in there and started crawling up on my bed and laid down on the other side. And I got when I take my pillows off of my bed that when I make it, I put them all the way down the other side so that they don't get knocked off or anything like that. And he set them up so that all he'd have to do is lay back on them like that. Almost fell. Goofy Cappy. And it was so funny. He was like, I said, what are you doing? He says, I'm going to go back to sleep in here now. I said, no, you're not. You get back in that other bed. I said, I am going to be getting up soon. You need to go back in there. You need to get your beauty rest. So he went back in the other room and went back to sleep. And I came in here and started making breakfast and everything. I don't know why I woke him up, but I ended up waking him up. And we just had a fantastic day today. So, anyways, I'm going to get off here, guys. I thank you for coming in. And maybe I'll have something exciting to talk about next week. And I'll see you hopefully Monday afternoon and then again Wednesday evening. So, y'all have a fantastic night. And I'll see you next time. Bye now. Okay, I have to say, wow, Brenda. Now I'm going to end it.